1, 2, 3.
Blazer! Even Potter. Davis hammers it down. Trujillo. Yes, sir! Oh, wow!
Trailblazer! Welcome to Trailblazer Tip-Off.
Let's go!
And hi there, everybody. Welcome inside the Moody Coliseum here in Abilene, Texas, as we get you ready for Utah Tech and the Wildcats of Abilene Christian here on Trailblazer Tip-Off. Hi there, everybody. Rod Zundel. Glad to have you aboard tonight from a frozen Abilene, Texas. When we flew into Dallas yesterday and came into Abilene, more snow on the ground than they had in Utah. That was an incredible sight. Now, Utah Tech coming in with a record of 11 wins and 11 losses, 4-4 in conference play. They're only a game and a half out of first place in the WAC standings. And Abilene Christian, they come in with a record of 10-9 overall, 2-4 in the Western Athletic Conference. But Abilene Christian has not played in 12 days. The last time they played, January 17th, they were scheduled to play Tarleton State in Stevensville, about an hour and a half, 2-hour drive from here, last Saturday night. But because of the ice storm coming into Texas, they had to postpone it until Monday night. Well, still had the ice storm, so they had to postpone Monday night's contest until later in February. So the Wildcats have not played in 12 days, and the last time that we were in this building was New Year's Day, and the Trailblazers got their first win over Abilene Christian in 8 tries. They were 0 for 7 until about 3 weeks ago, and they got the 15-point win. And in that game on January 1st, Trailblazers came out and they were cooking. They went on a 22-0 run in the first half of that game, built a 25-point lead. They shot the ball well, 56% shooting from the floor. And from three-point land, they hit 12 threes. That is a season high. And Chance Trujillo, he had a career high and a season high, 19 points, and he hit 5 threes. Britton Barrett hit 4 threes as well. So Trailblazers looking forward to tonight, trying to make it a twofer here in Abilene, Texas. And, of course, Utah Tech coming off that big win Saturday night in Burns Arena over the rival Southern Utah. Trailblazers win it 102-91. First time in school history that Utah Tech has scored over 100 points against a Division I opponent. They shot 56%, and the place was packed. The largest crowd in 3 years in Burns Arena. Thank you, community. Thank you, Stampede and students, for coming out and support. We need that every game. But it was just an exciting and electric night in Burns Arena. Let's go back to last Saturday night, the sounds of the game, and the big win over Southern Utah. Rivalry night here in St. George, Utah. Utah Tech and Southern Utah, round 2. Trujillo, bust one. Tanner Davis. Trujillo, yes, sir, got it. Barrett, another 3. Yes, sir, Britt Barrett. Potter, that's how you chance Trujillo. Dario Domingos puts it up and in. Ow! Ouch! Here we go, Juice. Look out! Exclamation point!
There we go,
Trailblazers win round 2 of the rivalry matchup.
Every game, 5 for 7 from the field, 4 for 6 from 3. Britt.
So the Trailblazers have played the T-Birds twice already this season. They have 1 game left. They have 2 wins. This is the second meeting between Utah Tech and Abilene Christian. They got a win on New Year's Day. Now they're trying to make it 2 wins against this team as well. In that game Saturday night, Trailblazers shared the ball, 25 assists, and that ties a season high. Utah Tech only had 3 turnovers as we see the Trailblazers coming out on the floor now as we count down the minutes till tip-off. But Trailblazers only turned the ball over 3 times against Southern Utah, and they only turned the ball over the previous game against California Baptist 6 times. So 9 turnovers in the last 2 games. That's an incredibly crazy stat, and that's going to be an important key component here in this game because the Trailblazers are number 1 in the conference in not turning the ball over with only 12 turnovers per game. Meanwhile, Abilene Christian, they're top 20 in the nation in forcing turnovers. They're 18th in the nation in steals with just under 10 per game, and they're 22nd in the country in forcing turnovers at 16 turnovers a game. And the last time the Trailblazers played here, Utah Tech had 16 turnovers, so right on that average. But Utah Tech played great defense, and they forced 19 turnovers, which resulted in a number of points to help them get that 15-point win in that first meeting. All right, count down the minutes, getting closer to tip-off. Utah Tech and Abilene Christian. The Trailblazers are out on the floor trying to make it 2 wins over Abilene Christian. We'll hear from the head coach, John Judkins, when we come back on Trailblazer Tip-Off in Abilene, Texas.
Welcome to Utah Tech University. From classrooms to cliffs and lectures to lakes. Here, we celebrate active learning, active life. Our Trailblazers learn by doing, are career ready, and solve real problems with real partners to meet community needs. Here, students get the full college experience and choose from 300 affordable academic programs. All in one of the most stunning destinations on Earth. With this as your backyard, life is just as active as your education. Come experience active learning, active life at Utah Tech University.
All right, back here in Abilene, Texas, Trailblazers and the Wildcats out on the floor. Utah Tech trying to go 2-0 against Abilene Christian here after losing the first 7 games in this rivalry, in this meeting here with Abilene Christian. They're trying to get 2 straight wins. This will be the 6th meeting here on this floor. Trailblazers 1-4 in the previous 5 meetings, and that only win coming on New Year's Day. And in that game against Abilene Christian in the first game, as we mentioned, Trailblazers went on a 22-0 run in that first half, played great defense, shot 56% from the floor, shot 12 threes, tying a season high. But in that game, in the first 5 minutes, Madiba Owona went out, and he hasn't played since. So that was the game. They lost Madiba, and they've been trying to find someone to fill in his vibe and his points and his defensive play, and they are getting players to do that. They just need more consistent play from the players. Last time we were here, Chance Trujillo had a career-high 19 points. He had 5 threes, that also a career high. So now it's time to get the final word from head coach John Judkins as we talk about the momentum after Southern Utah win and also getting their first ever win here on New Year's Day.
Coach, you did it a month ago, so your guys know what they have to do to get a win on this floor.
Yeah, it's tough to win on the road, Rod. You know, I tell you that 100 times. But, you know, these guys are good. You know, after we beat them, they came back the next night and beat Utah Valley pretty good. So we know they can play. I think we caught them on a good night. I think we played really well. We shot the ball extremely well. We took care of their pressure. Did turn the ball over a lot. We know they're going to be aggressive more than they were the first time. But again, we feel confident we can beat them again, and we just got to do the same things that we did last time. They're going to have new stuff in. They haven't played for a week, Rod. They played last Thursday, did not play Friday or Saturday, did not play Monday. They canceled their game on Saturday. They canceled their game on Monday. So they've had a whole week to prepare for us. So they're going to have some different things in. We just got to be ready for it.
They love to play defense and pressure defense, but you guys have done well against that the last couple of games. Only 9 turnovers in the last 2 games.
No, we've been really focusing on that in practice, and our guys have done a great job with that. But, the pressure these guys put on you, especially here, when we played them here last time, it was the 1st of January, so school was out. There was no students here. Now there are going to be students in the crowd. It's going to get loud. It's kind of a tough place to play. So I hope our guys come in realizing that we got to do the same thing. Take care of the ball. If you take care of the ball, you're going to get good shots.
And, Coach, it's setting up to be pretty much the same scenario. You beat Southern Utah a month ago, then you came here 2 days later and got your first win on this floor. You just beat Southern Utah, and here we are again.
There you go. I didn't even think of that, but no, that's true. That's good. This team's kind of crazy. You just don't know what they're going to be like. We watched them last year. They started off not too good last year, and then all of a sudden they won 7 or 8 in a row and just jumped way up. And this team's that way. But we feel we can do the same thing. So we're going to jump out, hopefully, and play well and play good defense, keep them off the glass, and then just take care of the ball.
And you have to feel good about going into this game the way that you finish things off against Southern Utah.
Yeah, we did some good things. When it got tight, our guys didn't panic. They kept going, and I said Juice had 12 assists to 1 turnover. We hope we could get that out of him again, especially the turnover. That's the thing I was really happy with. But we shared it. We had 6 guys in double figures. It's nice to see that. So we're excited. We're excited for the challenge, and we know it's going to be a tough road trip for us. But we got to get that first one, and it starts tonight.
Last time in Abilene as members of the WAC.
Yeah, I won't miss that. These roads, icy, it's freezing, it's all that. Last time we were here, it was pretty nice. So it's fun. We're excited. It's a fun gym to play in. It's a nice gym. So we'll get after it.
And we thank you again for all that you've done for each and every one of us. It's in your Son's precious and holy name that we pray. Amen. And now, fans, we ask you, please remain standing.
And, of course, since this is a Christian school, they begin the game with a prayer. It is time for the national anthem, so we will call it good here for the Trailblazer tip-off. Utah Tech looking to go 2-0 against Abilene Christian. You can hear the game on the Fan Sports Radio Network after the national anthem. Tip-off, Utah Tech and Abilene Christian coming up next on The Fan.